Alright guys, so great to have you join me again. This particular one is the sequel to the previous video I had posted, and we're still looking at monophthongs, of course under the auspices of the vowel sound. And I told us earlier, or in the previous video, that so these are the 12. So I'll be running us through the correct pronunciation for each of this, the correct pronunciation in this particular video, of which at the next video we'll be looking at its examples, like words under what the sounds, and then we'll be transcribing each of the words under the sounds. So that said, shall we? Before I go further, it is imperative that I tell us that the monophthongs, okay, so let me just put here because that's what we're doing, monophthongs, right? I said in the previous video that they are also called what? Pure vowels as well. So the monophthongs are divided into long and short, right? And how do you identify a short or a long monophthong? Now this is how to identify a short monophthong. Now a short monophthong is one without the colon symbol just after the sound. So that's how you tell that it is short, when it is devoid of what? The colon symbol. But then when a sound or when a monophthong has the colon symbol right in front of it, or in front of the sound, right, then it implies that that sound is long. And then when you pronounce the sound, you tend to what? Stretch it or stress it a bit, right? For instance, now this particular sound at number 1 is without a colon symbol. So that's to tell you that it's a short what? Monophthong, right? Whilst this one has a colon symbol, right? So that's to tell you that this is a long monophthong. So at number 1, this is pronounced as easy. So you can see the smooth transition, right, of the sounds right from the vocal tract, okay, without any obstruction. So it comes out smoothly. So it's as easy as that. So at number 2, we have the long form of this. Let's not forget that it has a colon symbol. So that's to tell you that this is long, right? So that said, if this is pronounced as then it means this is pronounced as ah. So did you get the technique? The colon symbol ensures that we stretch or stress the sound a bit, okay? Ah, as easy as that. So in the next video, like I said earlier, what I'll do is to reel off, you know, some of its notable examples, and then I'll do well to transcribe it, with the focus being on the sound. So as easy as that. Now this right here is this is just that's easy. So this is e. So if this is e, then this right here is the long for this. So this is pronounced as e. It's as easy as that. E. This right here is or. It could be written as this too. So when you are seeing this, don't get confused. It's the same as this. So this is or. Now if that is or, then what then is this? You can see this has a colon symbol. So this is telling you that this right here is or. It is long. What is this? This sound, right, just like you see here, is an inverted V, but it has its sound, and the sound is pronounced as very sharp. At number 9, we have oo. So if this is oo, then what then is this? This is long, so you pronounce this as what? Ooh. As easy as that. At number 11, this sound here is her. As easy as that. And at number 12, this right here is a weak vowel. Okay, the regular, you know, schwa that most students, you know, identify this sound as, but then it is not, you know, a schwa sound per se, okay, but then it has its own pronunciation, and the correct pronunciation, because it's a weak vowel, the correct pronunciation, however, is very easy, right? So the sound is usually insignificant in the build up to words with, syllables. And when you begin to study stress, which is another topic under oral English, you get to find out that a weak vowel is not stressed, in the formation of words with syllables. So that's to tell you that it's a weak vowel, and no attention, or little or no attention, is given to a weak vowel, right? So it's pronounced as very easy. An example is AGO, okay, which most people will say a go, right? However, that's a wrong pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is what? A go. So you could see the weak vowel here at play, right? Not too, very much silent, not too sounded, and kind of insignificant too. So a go. So this is where we'll end it for this particular one, and we'll pick it up at the next video, talking about the first sound. The first sound here is so what I will do is to reel off some notable examples with the focus on the sound, and we'll be doing well to transcribe each of the examples. So it's as easy as that, and I'll see you at the next video.